And with our last pick in the 7th round, Washington selects Corey Croskett Merritt, running back out of Arizona. Will, this guy shined at the East-West Shrine Bowl, unfortunately due to ineligibility issues. Was only able to play one game last year. The year before, I believe he played a full season, had over 1,100 yards.
For Nevada.
What was it, 17 touchdowns?
Mexico. Yeah.
Right. So was able to ball out and play out there. 7th round pick. We kind of talked running back, but this was one of the last names that was on the list. Shout out to Ab. He really liked this guy. What are your thoughts on the pick and his possibilities of making a team?
Oh, I think he's making the roster without a doubt. I would say if you were a fan of Chris Rodriguez or Jeremy McNichols.
Yeah, McNichols, yeah.
You are in jeopardy of having snaps taken away from those guys with this one. Okay. I think had he been able to play, there's no way he would have been a 7th round pick.
Yeah.
He would have had enough production to slide into that mid-round territory easily. But he just didn't have any snaps in 2024. And it's kind of garbage. Essentially the NCAA, well, what the story is, I actually heard it this week. He shared a number with somebody, and even an offensive number. He stopped playing while he was at like Louisiana. He stopped playing, but the number got transferred to somebody else. So the NCAA just saw that number 5, for example, played. And so when he played one game for Arizona, they were like, you were ineligible because you didn't have a 5th year of eligibility or a 6th year of eligibility because you played at Louisiana. And he was like, no, that wasn't me. The number played, the number 5, but I was no longer in that jersey. It was like complete crap what they did. So the fact that I just think, he has the ability. He just wasn't given a chance to play last year. Am I saying he's Brian Robinson's replacement? Absolutely not. But I think he's going to get carries, and I think he's going to be able to make an impact. How far? It's up to him at this point. But no, I think they got someone here because here's the thing. They brought him in their top 30 visits, their top golf stuff from a year before that people went crazy over. They brought him in. They brought in Madrano. They brought in Lane. They brought in guys that they had picked and been like, we need to talk to these guys. We see something. So they saw something from this guy, and they were just able to stay really patient and get a running back in the 7th round.
Well, yeah, and honestly, looking back at what you got of him from 2 years ago in New Mexico, then, East-West Shrine, like I said, he showed out. The guy, has the ability to navigate in traffic. He has the ability to have that one cut and get upfield or take it all the way across the field and really stretch it. So the guy can finish the run. He finishes with purpose. His size only being 5'10", 206. That doesn't show the full impact of what he is. Honestly, I'm so in love with the fact that he dropped as far as he did because he was talked about. And let's see, I'm very hopeful that this guy can actually be one of the guys that really not only challenges for a position but makes a team and really gets some snaps this fall. He's got the ability to do it, and let's see if he can show out. But to your point, they are, meaning the front office, they are very deliberate about what they're doing. They're bringing in guys that they want to talk to, and they're going right after them. And that, to me, I love that because now we're not just, throwing a dart at the wall and hoping it sticks. You know what I mean? We're not just picking and we're really going after guys deliberately, talking to them, getting the gauge of who they are, and you're not hearing any negativity. You're hearing that these guys are excited to come to Washington. We're excited to get them. So hey, great move for this, and the fact and extremely fortunate getting him when we did.